Hey, good morning, guys. My name's Kyle. Today I'm going to be showing you TackBuddy. It's my 10-day solo capstone project that I built. So TackBuddy is a multi-purpose toolkit designed for common needs amongst military small unit leaders. So when I was in the military, I noticed that a lot of higher-ups and people way higher up calling the shots, they get a lot of cool tech, a lot of cool tools that make their job, really easy and efficient. And then I noticed that enlisted lower ranking guys like I was, they don't get a lot of cool tools and they wind up doing a lot of tedious tasks by hand. So that's why I built TackBuddy. I wanted to make some of those things a lot easier on those guys. So technology is used here. The back end is completely built with ASP.NET Core, MVC5, and I implemented identity as well. Database is a SQL server. And then on the front end, very JavaScript heavy, and then all the styling is Bootstrap stuff. Some of it's good old-fashioned vanilla CSS, but most of it's Bootstrap. So let's jump into it here. So like I was saying earlier, the user can create an account that's specific to them. I have a pre-made one here just to make it easier for demo purposes. So give me just a moment to log in. So the landing page upon login is your personnel and serialized gear management page. So in the military, that is a huge deal. Accountability, keeping track of all your stuff. You're doing it all the time, multiple times a day. And unfortunately, this is still normally done by hand. So the paperwork always gets lost. You wind up doing it over and over and over, and it's just not very efficient at all. So I wanted to build a tool for guys to be able to manage their guys and their guys' gear. So as you can see here on the page, your information as the user is up top as the team leader. So all your personal info right here, and then here's all your personal gear. So you have a few options. You can edit your info, you can edit your gear's info or delete it. You can add another item, or you can verify. So let's say one day you want to take accountability, all your serial numbers match, you have everything, you can click verify, and that will update your timestamp right here to whatever time that is. And that's super important just because I remember doing accountability a lot just because we couldn't remember when the last time we did it was. So that's super important to have there so you don't wind up in situations like that. So then as you scroll down, you can see all your teammates information here. You can add a new team member, you can remove a team member, and then you have all the same functionality as the team leader here. So I just got 4 guys listed here. So I'd say this system's optimal for teams of like 3 to 7 guys. Anything more than that, you might be doing a lot of scrolling. But like I said, this is geared towards and designed for team leaders, maybe squad leaders, but just guys down at the bottom that don't get too many resources. So next feature here is a tack map. I'll go full screen so we can see better, easier on the eyes. So default view satellite. You can click this button here, go to current location. So here's my home here, and it automatically drops a green marker on it. When you click it, you get a little info window, friendly position, and then it says the MGRS grid coordinates here. Super handy. This was probably the biggest challenge in building this application, was converting the Google Maps API latitude and longitude to military grid reference system coordinates. It's definitely not a multiply by 2 thing or anything. It's a huge conversion. It took a while to figure out. I want to do it on the back end, wound up doing it on the front end with JavaScript, but I'm glad I got it to work. So other features, you can drop little target points like this, and those are red and color coordinated just to differentiate from the friendly position, because believe it or not, a lot of guys will call up friendly coordinates as a target on accident sometimes. So other functionality here, you can go to topographic map if you're planning a patrol or something and you want to see the change in elevation over mountains. You can use that. That's a useful tool. And then also on satellite, you can add labels to see landmark labels and street labels. So the next feature here is the conversion calculators. Another super useful tool. This is always done by hand, takes forever, more room for human error if you do it by hand, but obviously American military uses a lot of standard measurements. Other militaries use the metric system, so you wind up doing a lot of conversions in everything you do. So these are all just built-in calculators for common conversions. like right here, mils to degrees, calculate. There's your answer right there. And you can also filter by whatever field you work in. So let's say you're a medic, you click field medicine, and you got a lot of, you know, weight and volume conversions, temperature conversions, what have you. So next feature is the COM templates here. So I only have 3 built in right now, but I could definitely expand upon this in the future. So this is all geared around a casualty right now. But like I said, you could change it to do basically whatever you need it to do. So you have COM templates here, ZMIST, 9-line, LZ brief. So basically, you'd be calling this up over the radio. You'd probably be really nervous. And if you didn't have it written down or stored somewhere, you're probably going to lose your mind and forget what you're saying. So right now, it's just a nice little placeholder that you can, you know, fill some data in and read it off when you're on the radio when you're nervous. I'd really in the future like to integrate this with the TAC map. In the info window, have a little link you could click, and then it would auto fill one of these for you, you know. So on your friendly position, you could click generate 9-line, and this would all get auto filled with all the data you need. I think that'd be really cool for me to implement in the future. So that's about it for this iteration of TAC-Buddy. I'm already started on the next iteration. It's going to be a lot different than this one. It's going to be a one-page dynamic web application using React. Basically just going to be a map and then a lot of cool sidebar stuff going on. So I'm glad to get that. I'm excited to get that up and running. But thanks for hanging in there with me and checking out TAC-Buddy with me. Have a good day.